Good morning. This is your stats sensei, Mr. Spensei, and we're going to do a warm up on the Z distribution because we're going to introduce the T, and there's a lot of similarities there. So we're going to review some of the material from the Z distribution. So Starbucks venti size cup is advertised as 20 ounces of coffee. So that's kind of their claim. Starbucks is purchasing a new machine to fill the coffee cups. The machine that dispenses the coffee into the cup is set to fill the cup with 20.8 ounces. All right. And has a standard deviation of 0.7. So that's pretty important. So we know our population standard deviation is 0.7. It is known that the weight of the dispensed coffee follows a normal distribution. All right. So condition of normality is met. Tested alpha equals 0.03. Determine the likelihood that a random sample of 5 customers has a mean of less than 20 ounces. So this tells us we're curious about having an X bar less than or equal to 20 ounces, and that's because that's what they're claiming. So our null hypothesis is that the machine is set for 20 ounces. All right. So our mu, our population mean, is 20.8. Our alternative is that it's less than 20.8. Formula: Z equals X bar minus mu, standard deviation divided by the square root of n. And we need to draw our graph. Well, we should be centered on 20.8. That's our mean. But we want to know the likelihood that we're going to get something that's 20 or less. So mean 20.8, X bar 20, standard deviation is 0.7. This is the standard deviation of the population. Our sample size is 5, and we're going with a less than. So we're going to start plugging our values into the formula. So we want the probability that Z is less than 20 minus 20.8 over standard deviation of 0.7 divided by our sample size of 5. All right, so that kind of gives us our formula. Now we're going to go ahead and run this in the calculator. We're going to go stat test, Z test. We have our mean set at 20.8. Our standard deviation is 0.7. Our sample sizes, our X bar is 20. Our sample size is 5. We want less than shaded, and I have that. Press calculate, and we end up getting a probability that Z is less than negative 2.5555, and that equaled 0.0053. So a pretty small p-value. Well, up above, they told us our alpha was 0.03. Our p-value is 0.0533. We make them the same length. Oh, excuse me, 0.005. I wrote that wrong. 0.0053. So, and 53 is definitely less than 300. So our decision is to reject the null claim. All right. If that actually happens, if they actually have 5 customers with an average of less than 20 ounces, there's only about a 0.005% chance of that happening. Pretty small. 0.005 probability or a 0.5% chance. All right. Hope to see you on the next one because it'll help you with the T distribution, and we'll make a comparison there. Thank you.